Hey Inspirators, it's Inspiring Vanessa here. Welcome back to another inspiring interview with more inspirational and wonderful guests. My guest for today is the amazing Magic Phil. He is a magician, it definitely says magic in his name, so you can already tell that already. He's also a radio presenter and a children's author. Phil, thank you so much for being here today and being my guest.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me on the show.
I mean, no problem. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So what have you been up to recently?
Oh, it's all been full on changing dirty diapers at the minute. Recently a new dad, so unfortunately I can't do magic tricks to make clean diapers, which is a shame.
Quite unfortunate, but maybe when it grows a little bit, then you can kind of you can make it satisfied, so then it won't be moaning.
Definitely, I'm sure he's going to be my #1 audience member to test all my magic on for sure.
I'll be like, is this amusing? Is this good enough? Is this going to satisfy my audience?
and I'm sure he'll tell the truth as well.
Yes, I feel like children are very brutally honest, to be honest. Yeah,
they are, and I've had people say before to me, they're like, "Oh, that's rubbish." So oh well.
We love a bit of constructive criticism. We're just going to jump into the first question, which is when and how did you get into magic?
Wow. Now, if you ask this to any magicians, and I know you've had a few magicians on your show, and it's always pretty much the same answer. They either got a magic set when they were little, or they were shown a magic trick, and that's the same as my answer. Pretty much the boring old magician answer. I actually had a magician at my birthday party, and he pulled a coin from behind my ear, and after that I was mesmerized, and I just wanted to make people feel like I did when I was 5.
I mean, that is wonderful. I mean, I feel like whenever you see anyone do magic tricks, you're always just like so amused by it, but only a few people kind of actually go ahead and go, okay, I'm actually gonna become a magician now. I mean, if I even knew where to begin, I'd love to, but I feel like it takes a lot of hard work to do that, and a lot of patience as well. So I'm just going to leave all of that to you guys, the professional magicians, who can keep us satisfied and keep us wondering how you guys do what you do, basically. My second question is, what was the first magic trick that you performed to your friends and family?
Wow. So I actually made a handkerchief disappear. It sounds so simple and so silly, and it was such a silly trick, because it didn't use any skill whatsoever. It was just a real silly trick where you had the handkerchief and you put it in front of your hand, in front of their eyes, and then you just throw it over their shoulder, and then they're like,
just gone.
And then that's it, and then you have to go and try and find it and pick it up before they turn around and find it on the floor.
I mean, don't tell us how you do it. You're ruining all the magic now.
Well, funny you say that, because I'm going to show you some tricks, but I'm going to show you how to do them. These are like easy workshop tricks that I teach when I teach my workshops. So I'm going to actually teach you some magic today.
Okay, I'm very much looking forward to that. My next question is, who are some magicians that you look up to and why?
Oh, good question. Well, I think this is well before your time. Because how old are you?
I'm 14.
14, wow, so you probably won't remember. Your parents probably might, but a guy called Tommy Cooper. He was long time ago, really, even older than me, and he was kind of like he did magic, but it went wrong, and then it was a much better trick when it went wrong, and then he was just a comedian magic.
Oh wow.
Absolute great person to look up to, and that's my sort of style when I perform. You know, I do a trick, but then it goes wrong, but then it's got much bigger, you know, outcome of the trick as well. And I really look up to him and base my act on him. Penn and Teller, you must know Penn and Teller. No, not the magicians, no. But yeah, they're my sort of favourites. Penn and Teller, I love watching their programme on TV. They've got a programme called Fool Us. It's a bit like the X Factor, but for magicians. So magicians go on, and if they get to fool Penn and Teller, they get to perform in Vegas.
Oh wow, I'm definitely gonna look that up. That seems very competitive, yet very, very interesting as well.
Check it out.
Yeah, I definitely will after this interview. But obviously, I feel like comedic and magic acts are so just fun to watch, because not only are they just like, they just really make you just very curious, but then you also kind of think you know what's going to happen, but then it takes a complete other turn and it's a massive plot twist in their performance. Those are the best type of magicians, in my opinion.
And that's the best thing about magic. It's something that, you know, you have to focus and keep your eyes on. It's not like a singer where you can just close your eyes and relax and enjoy the music. You have to stay focused, and if different people look at different places, and if you're in a party of about 5 in a family and they're like, right, I'm going to watch his hands, I'm going to watch his eyes, I'm going to watch his feet, I'm going to watch his nose, and they still all don't get it, they go home and that car ride home is, but no, he did that. Yeah, so that's the reactions we love.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like watching anyone's reactions, including my own, is just very fun to watch. Very, very amusing. I can guess for you guys as well as the magicians. Seeing the whole audience just completely just have their mouth dropped to the ground. My next question, which I think a lot of people have been waiting for, is can you show us a magic trick?
I can, and the ones I'm going to show you are ones that obviously we've been in lockdown as well. We have here in Dubai, and we've all not been able to go on stage and perform to the audience, so I actually started a online magic class.
Oh, wow.
And where I would teach children like you that love magic but wanted to know a bit more. So these are very simple tricks that I'm going to teach you as well, that not only perform it to you, but I'm going to share the secret, but you can't tell anybody apart from everyone that's watching.
Whoever watches this video, you need to keep it all a secret. This is our own little secret society.
So what we've got a plastic bottle, we've got the lid as well. We're going to put the lid onto the bottle like this, all right? Then we take a pencil and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 and push the pencil all the way through the bottle like this. Hey, what?
There must be a hole in the lid, but I didn't see it in the beginning, so...
Well, there we go. Easy peasy. See, look, you're already on to us. So, easy trick that you can show your friends. All you need is to cut a lid, not in half, just a little bit off the top.
Otherwise it's...
And when you put it on the bottle, you spin the bottle, not the lid. Because if you spin the lid, then they'll see that it's only half a lid like this. And then the rest is just a bit of acting. And then you can even show both sides like that. Very fast.
Wow.
The next one, do you have a pencil?
I can get one.
Definitely a one for Zoom and for when you're Skype calling your friends. So you take the pencil like this and you blow and it's going to disappear. You go, and it just completely disappears like this, but then you can bring it back. I know, right? You're like, what?
I mean, like, you blink and it's gone, and then you blink and then it's back there again.
Let's try again. Here we go. And it's back.
It's so...
Just be careful that you don't get too close, because this could happen. And you don't want that to happen. So don't get too close. So what you So what you do, you take the pencil. Now these are your baby shark fingers. Baby shark, doo-doo. You hold them like this. And now these are the magic ones. All you're doing, now when you see this, you're going to be like, what? That easy? You're just flicking the pen so it's hiding down your wrist like this. And there it is. It's just there.
Wait.
I know you're going to be like this for a few days, just practicing.
I'm so
But-
confused how it just glides so nicely into your hand.
Practice, 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 and it's all about the important one as well is when you're blowing. There we go. Now bring it back. Amazing.
Wow!
It's like the tissue trick.
See it now? Gone.
I'm worried for my job.
Trying to
I really am.
now.
It really has gone. You really have made it disappear.
Not behind the pillow.
But yeah, super fun trick. And all you're doing, you're just blowing. The blow is very important as well because that's a misdirection. So people are watching you blow, and when you move forward, that just gives a better illusion that it's gone instead of just going like this. It just all adds to it.
Ooh. Oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, okay. I see it now. Like that.
One more, if we've got time for one more. Okay.
Yeah.
Coin and post-it notes. So these are things that you can all find around the house. And this is what a great magician is, that someone that can pick up anything and just do magic with. So this one, let's see if you can work this one out. This is the one I learned when I was little. So you take a coin and a post-it note, put the coin inside the post-it note, and what's good is that it will stick and you can create like a little envelope like this, which will help stick it all together like this. Now this one is quite a tricky one to do, but then when you take it, you just tear it like this and throw the pieces away. I call that the iMac trick.
Very much so. Yeah.
And then you can, of course, bring it back from behind your ear like this.
Ah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Again, something that I'm sure you're going to try and show your friends. All you're doing is when you fold the paper like this, once, twice. Now on the last bit, you're letting the coin drop into your hand. So there, now the coin is in my hand and there's no coin in here, and then all you're doing is you're folding it, keeping the coin hidden in your hand, and then you'll just tear it up like this, and then everyone thinks you got super strength.
Oh wow.
There we go, there's 3 simple, easy magic tricks that you can show your friends, everybody.
That is brilliant. I mean, they don't look simple, but if you really do break it down and if you do practice, it can be quite simple as well. Thank you for sharing that as well. I hope everyone enjoyed that as well. Make sure to let us know if you do try any of these tricks and show it to your friends or your family. My next question is, what is your favourite thing about being a magician?
Ooh, the reactions. Always the reactions, especially when, so if I'm expecting it, and if I'm on stage, if I'm in the theatre, on TV, doing whatever, I know these reactions are coming because I'm there to work and do the show. But it's when I'm on holiday and you get talking to people and then they go, oh, what do you do? What's your job? And then you say, I'm a magician, and then 100% guarantee
Bang out of nowhere.
That's it. Show me a trick. That's the number one thing they will always say. Show me a trick. So I would always be prepared, but in moments like that, the reactions are so much stronger because it's more real. Even if it's just something so silly like making a pencil disappear or turning a £10 note into a £20 note, something like that. It's like, and it's the reactions that, that gives you that buzz to keep doing it.
That nice adrenaline rush.
That's it, yes.
I mean, I feel like if anyone just comes up to you and introduces themselves as a magician, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. You do believe them at first, but you still want to be proven wrong. You still want to see if it's 100% sure. So I think that definitely adds to the reaction. Like you see it actually happen in front of your eyes, and it's like, oh my gosh, you actually weren't joking. You're actually a magician. I think that's where the reaction. That's the logic of the reaction.
But they always ask, you don't do it to anyone else. It's always a magician. If you met someone on holiday and they said, oh, I'm a dentist, you just thought, oh, can you just check? Can you just check this tooth, please, for me now? And they just laugh at you. You know, I'm an accountant. Oh, here's my bank. Can you sort my bills out? You know, you just don't do that. You know, but a magician, even a comedian, tell me a joke. You know, you wouldn't say it to a singer. Sing me a song, then. It's just always a magician.
Definitely. Or you need to show off your skills and just see that reaction once again as well. And kind of moving away from your magic career, moving on to your radio career, what made you passionate about being a radio presenter?
I love talking, you know, so I'm absolutely...
So do I.
But my favourite are old people. I love old people because they've just got so many stories. I would randomly, and whenever I'm on holiday and my wife is looking for me, she'd just looks at the back of the bus where the old people are, eating their bags of crisps and just telling me so many stories, and I could talk for hours and hours. But especially with radio, I work for a children's radio station. You've had Safe on before from The Breakfast, but you've been on The Breakfast Show, haven't you?
Yes.
When you came out to Dubai, how was that?
Well, I believe it was last year.
Wow.
Feels like further away, but yes, it was last year. It was so much fun. I mean, yeah, it was so much fun. The whole radio station, like all of you guys who were there, you're just all very just genuine people. So yeah.
Yeah, well, Safe, you know, Safe was very excited to have you on the show, and it's great working with people like Safe as well. You know, he's a very good friend. We have such a laugh in the studio, and we play lots of tricks on each other. And you know, sometimes I'll do a fake news article that I would make him read out in the morning, and I'm just laughing myself on the way to work, and he's reading it out thinking it's something going on, and I'm just in so much laughing in the car.
Frank.
And I try calling into the radio and putting on different voices, and he's just so much fun to work with. And it's just, well, it's radio. No one can see you. I could go to work in my pajamas if I had no guests. It's just so much fun talking to the children, and you know, it's just getting all the interaction from people going to school and stuff, and it's just a really cool, fun job.
And it definitely makes an incredible impact as well. You can definitely say. My final question before we do wrap up this interview is, what advice would you give to someone who wants to pursue their goals? What would be your top 3 tips?
Wow. Actually, I'm going to take a quote from one of my children's books, and this is, you can be what you want to be. Today I was blue, tomorrow I may be something new. Never give up, no matter how hard it seems. Anything is possible, just follow your dreams. Now, the reason I said today I was blue, because my story is about a little dog that wants to be the colour blue. So he tries everything to be the colour blue, and he never gives up. People say he can't do it, but he finds a way, and he proves everyone wrong. So you can do it. Like I always said, I wanted to be a magician, and it's got me a great career. It's got me out here in Dubai, and I'm still loving it every single day.
I mean, thank you so much for sharing that as well. That is a brilliant quote. I don't really hear that many like rhyming quotes anymore as well, so that just felt like a really just good breath of fresh air as well. But speaking of radio and everything else, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at One Magic Film. So that's at One Magic Film.
And if they are based in Dubai, where can they listen into you?
You can tune in to 102 FM, or you can check out the website at pearlfm.ae.
Well, unfortunately, that is the end of this interview, Phil. But thank you so much for teaching us some magic tricks. It was so interesting to hear about how you guys do it all. I mean, it's not really it's not exposing the biggest tricks that we just, unfortunately, we'll never know how everyone does it. But thank you for sharing that as well. It's very, very enlightening. And thank you for just sharing your journey with us as well. Once again, thank you so much for being my guest today. If you guys enjoy this interview, make sure to go and follow Magic Phil on his social media platforms. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this on my podcast, make sure to watch all of our other episodes. And without further ado, we'll see you guys on the next interview. Bye everyone.
Yay!